But for now, I'm curious about the 18.7% who are using LLMs. What are they actually using them for?
Well, according to the study, the most common uses were for things like, well, grammar and formatting.
So more like a writing assistant,
Yeah, exactly. And also for getting help with writing in general.
like composing sections of their papers.
Right. Basically, the tasks that can be really time consuming, but maybe don't require, that deep analytical thinking.
Like the more technical aspects of writing rather than the conceptual stuff.
Exactly. So it seems like, at least for now, researchers are viewing LLMs as more of a productivity tool.
Rather than something that's fundamentally changing their approach to research.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. But here's where things get really interesting. Are you ready for this?
Always. Hit me.
40.5% of those who did use LLMs in their work, well, they didn't acknowledge it.
Whoa, hold on. They didn't mention using AI at all.
Nope. Didn't disclose it in their publications.
That's a pretty significant number. Why wouldn't they mention it? It seems, I don't know, almost counterintuitive, especially in academia.
I know, right? Transparency is so valued in the research world, so this finding was definitely a head-scratcher.
Do they explain why? What are the possible reasons for this?
Well, the study doesn't fully answer that question, unfortunately, but we can speculate.
Okay, let's speculate. What are your thoughts?
Well, one possibility is that there just aren't clear guidelines yet about how to acknowledge LLM use in research.
So maybe they're not sure how to do it properly or where to include that information.
Exactly. Or maybe, maybe there's this underlying perception that using AI tools might, I don't know, devalue their work in the eyes of their peers or reviewers.
Like it's seen as a shortcut. Or maybe even as, like, cheating.
It's possible. Or maybe they're worried about how it will be perceived by the broader scientific community.
Really makes you think about how the research community as a whole views the role of AI, right?
It's a big question. Do they see it as a legitimate research tool?
Or just as, a fancy shortcut.
It's a debate that's happening right now, for sure. And as these tools become more sophisticated and more integrated into research workflows, I think those questions are only going to become more pressing.
Absolutely.